Hello and welcome to the Transformation Parlor. My name is Oren Otter. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am the Master Magician of Transformation of ZZ's Island. I studied under Master Vohan, who in turn studied under Master ZZ herself, which you may have heard of referred to as Circe. By the way, don't believe everything you hear about her. She was really a very nice lady. I served as the Magician of Transformation on Otter Island for several years before moving to the human world. But you probably want to hear some of my less fictitious credentials. I have been an authority in transformation for several years, having studied it in systems of fiction extensively. I am the founder and former dean of the Transformation Studies Institute, which unfortunately was forced to close after a short time due to a severe lack of professors. I am an alter, which means I have multiple personality disorder, and I am just one of many personalities. I literally live in a dream world where I am able to transform at will. And it has been my dream to bring this ability to those without my particular disorder because it's just so enjoyable. And so, in early 2014, I started studying the art of hypnosis so that through the power of suggestion, I could enable others to experience the same types of transformations which I enjoy. I specialize in species transformation because that's what I myself most enjoy, but I have no problem doing gender, age, size, chemical, or even cosmetic transformations. And that's why I have set up this transformation parlor, so that the average person can come here and enjoy a transformation without having to shell out $90 an hour for a professional hypnotist. Now, before I get into how it works, I'd like to go into a little bit about health and safety. First of all, let me say that hypnosis is a tool which we use, but it is a very powerful tool. And much like an automobile, it can be fun, but if it's handled wrong, it can also have disastrous results. So I encourage all of you to be very careful when either practicing or undergoing hypnosis. First of all, a positive attitude is very important. I would discourage anyone from going into hypnosis during depression or having a self-defeating attitude, because there's a strong possibility that these negative attitudes will be reinforced by the hypnotic process. Now, since the intention is to take you into trance, it's important that you be sitting down or lying comfortably. I just want to make sure that you're not in a position where you're going to fall over if you suddenly go to sleep. And above all, remember that no matter how you perceive yourself, you are still a human in the outside world. I would highly advise you not to go running around with no clothes on. And remember that just because you look in the mirror and see a bird looking back at you, that doesn't mean you can fly. Please, please, please make sure that you're not going to practice animal behaviors that are going to result in the injury of your physical body. If you're not sure whether you're going to do this, have somebody with you when you go into trance. Now, I'm very careful when I make my hypnotic routines not to say something stupid. And I want to assure you that this is not about mind control. You will be in control of yourself the entire time. You will be aware of what's going on. I will not give you any forget commands. I will not give you any suppression of will commands. I do not do that. And I cannot and I will not do anything to make you do anything you don't want to do. Now, there is a small possibility of an abreaction. That's what we call it when there are repressed emotions and they come flooding out during the hypnotic trance. Now, since these routines are pre-recorded, I don't have the ability to talk you through that. So, if you've never gone into trance before, I would encourage you to have somebody with you the first time. And please bear in mind that while I do my best to make these routines as safe as possible, if you listen to any of these routines, you do so at your own risk, so you can't sue me. Now, the way this works, the hypnotic routines are divided into modules. There are the inductions, which are designed to take you into trance, and to allow you to slip more easily into trance during future hypnotic sessions. And then there is the command module. No, it's not a spacecraft. The command module is what will have the actual transformation process in it. Now, you can use either of these types of module by themselves. You can use the induction module if you just want to take a really relaxing nap, or you can use the command module by itself, but ideally you should listen to the induction module followed by the command module. Now, as of the posting of this introductory video, I only have one induction module online. However, I will eventually have several that you can choose from, just so that you can have something that fits your own tastes. With the command modules, you will have the option to choose magic only, which basically means that I give you a description of the transformation without the how. There's also the traditional transformation parlor method, in which I describe to you everything that's taking place to cause your transformation. Personally, I find the traditional modules much more satisfying and long-lasting, but that's up to you. Now, some of you may not be able to get the full effects of a routine, but don't panic, that's okay. Going into trance is an acquired skill. Some of you may not be able to do so, at least not fully at first. But the more you go into trance, the easier it becomes. So if you're having trouble going into trance, I recommend coming back daily and going through your favorite routines for practice. If you're anything like me, you'll quickly find yourself experiencing fuller and fuller effects of the routine. Now, I do charge for custom MP3s and images. With the images, the prices vary depending on the complexity of the image you want. With the MP3s, I realize I'm not as skilled as some of the other hypnotists that you could find, so I don't charge quite as much. I charge $1 a minute, which is about 3/5 of the going rate. Now, that should answer the question of, do I take requests? Yes, I most definitely do, because I want you, the customer, to have the ultimate satisfaction of having exactly the transformation that you want. As for my posted routines, I want to ensure that they are available to everyone, regardless of monetary wealth. So I have a different pricing system for those. All I ask is word-of-mouth referrals. Now, the price of each routine varies with the target transformation. For instance, if you want to be a gecko, I ask that you tell 3 people about my site. If you want to be a dog, tell 5 people. If you want to be a griffin, tell 10 people. I may bring that down in the future. But I will never charge money for any of my posted, publicly available routines. All I ask is that you tell other people about the Transformation Parlor. I do, however, accept gratuities. They're what keep me going. So if you would like to leave a tip in my tip jar, you can use PayPal. My address is orinotter2@yahoo.com. If you wish to send me a message, however, please use the address orinotter3, also at yahoo.com. By the way, I am always looking for other hypnotists who are willing to contribute transformation routines to the Transformation Parlor. So if you're interested in being part of this team, please send me a message at the aforementioned address, orinotter3@yahoo.com. Once again, welcome to the Transformation Parlor, and we hope you enjoy your transformation experience.